Freak Treat, The Beverlys, Episode 6, The Beverlys' New Label. I'm Adam, and you're in.
Mamma mia, cacciatori! I'm Steve, and I am living the Italian dream. And I'm glad that we get to talk about this episode of The Beverlys today.
Yeah, me too. So I got a cat that is really desperate for affection right now and is just like rubbing up against me and mewing and just all that stuff. So, hey, Bubba, come on.
Yeah, you have to pay attention to them when they want it, or else they'll eat your face at night.
Exactly. Well, and this cat has eaten a man's face before, so he's got a taste for that human flesh, that sweet, succulent human flesh. So I'm at his mercy at all times.
Did you order that on the dark web, that cat?
Yeah, I said, send me your cat with the greatest bloodlust. And they said, here he is. And they shipped him my way, and he was cross-eyed and had a club tail. What a catch.
Well, like a mob cat. A cat that has been ingratiated by the mob and taught how to eat faces.
Exactly. He's got, he wears like big chains on his wrist. He's got a big cornicello necklace. And, you know, he's living that Italian pepperoni salami life, you know?
Big thumb rings.
Oh, yeah, and pinky rings. But no rings on any other finger, just pinky and thumb.
Yeah, I kind of want to get 2 big gold thumb rings. I think that would be a cool move by any human being, but especially this guy.
Personally, I think getting big gold thumb rings that have on them the shape of a hand giving a thumbs up is a very cool look.
So do you think the ring should be in the shape of a thumbs up, or it should be etched in?
No, I think like instead of having like a gem or something on top, you just have a gold formed hand giving a thumbs up on there. So you can go...
See, I want these rings to be smooth, though. I'm a smooth rings man.
So you just want like a band? A big gold band on your thumb?
Like a really nice, thick gold band, and I will etch into it a thumbs up.
Okay.
For sure.
Hey, these are your rings. If you were asking me what kind of rings I want the big gothic rings that cover your whole finger and end with like sharp claws. That's what I want. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about your thumb ring. So if you want smooth with etched in thumbs up, then baby, you can have as many of those as you want.
Where do they sell those? The big ones that turn into claws.
Oh, you can get them off like any kind of gothic website. You go to the dark web and you order gothic finger claw rings, and bingo bango, you got them at your door.
Probably Ardene's too.
Yeah, I was trying to think of like a store like that, and the only one I could think of was Claire's. And I went, I don't think Claire's fits the mold for this. They're close, but you know, they're like Claire's is like baby Ardene's, you know?
Yeah, certainly the teenagers working at Claire's probably at home know the websites, know the connections, know where to get these claws.
Oh, yeah.
But they can't wear it at work.
How do you type? How do you wipe your arse? How do you do anything with those?
That'd be really funny to get into somebody's face wearing those and give them the 411.
Or try to get the 411 from them.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah. I dressed in drag one time to go to an airport to sneak through security, and I got big long nails put on for it. And let me tell you, brother, it's hard as frick to do anything with those. Like even opening doors, things you take for granted. It's scratching your head. Oh, Buenos Aires, just delightful. But everything else is just no bueno.
What? You dressed up in drag and went through airport security, or tried to sneak through?
You're focusing on the wrong part of this story. The important part is that it's hard to do things when you have nails on. That's the hard part of the story. That's the important part.
Well, that's a part of the story germane to our conversation.
Yeah.
But you can't just bring up a bombshell like that and not have your favorite Steve ask you why.
All right. Well, first of all, I'm talking about being at an airport, so please don't use the term bombshell.
Oh, okay, bombshell.
Although I kept referring to myself like that as I was going through security. I go, oh, bombshell coming through, and I was walking through, and everyone was like, "This is post 9/11, lady. We are looking at you with suspicion."
Whenever I'm trying to get through somewhere, I always say hot stuff coming through, and it gets a big laugh. So if you guys out there want to say that, use it to your heart's content.
And it works every time.
Every time. Yeah, one
love
time
it
did it, and it was weird.
Well,
so it's like, oh, I'm joking, bud.
Oh, somebody got actually legit mad at you for that?
Not legit mad, but they were confused and like, come on, look at this cushy spine. I got it all. I'm hot stuff.
Yeah, you're a catch, as they'd say. Hey, are you drinking bone broth?
Yeah, I'm drinking bone broth. I did want to get to that. I wanted to let the listener know that I got my bone broth. I even had an orange today, so I fulfilled my destiny.
I saw you eating that orange. I was very jealous. I mean, we have oranges as well, but, I don't want to go through the hassle of cutting them or peeling them or preparing them in any kind of way, so...
Are they mandarins or navels?
No, there's some other thing. I don't know. They're apples, so that's what they're called, yeah.
Apples.
Apples.
Yeah, we should do Christmas apples next year.
Merry Christmas apples to you, all right?
If Hollywood had the balls to make Christmas apples.
Yeah, these cowards at your favorite station, the Hallmark Channel. These cowards can't even make a Christmas apples movie, and apples aren't strange to eat at Christmas.
No, not strange. Certainly in California, they're probably riddled with apples in December.
Nah, it's avocado. Hey, Merry Christmas avocados to you is what they say down there.
I think you got to go deeper south.
Oh, yeah?
For avocados.
Well, then maybe it's Merry Christmas pecans to you then.
Oh, thank you very much.
Hey, you're drinking bone broth. I have a truly cherry seltzer, vodka seltzer that you left at my house on Saturday.
Hey, I did that almost on purpose.
Well, as a treat to you, I'm going to shotgun this live on the show right this second. So
don't shotgun it.
My wife, when I took it out of the fridge, I was like, I'm going to drink this on the show. And she was like, why don't you shotgun it? It'll be better if you do that. And I went... you're right. When you're right, you're right. And this time, you're definitely right. I should shotgun it. So
your wife be an instigator. This is a tall can, and you've never tried this before.
Yeah, it's a tall can. That's correct. Yeah, it's hot stuff coming through. Hang on.
This is Jackass type level.
No, it's not Jackpot.
Yeah, this is like gonna destroy your life. What if you get addicted to shotgunning truly?
Ooh, I got juice all over my computer screen. Okay, here we go, listeners. I'm shotgunning a truly cherry vodka seltzer. It's probably gonna taste terrible because fake cherry is a bad taste, but here we go.
I like it, but it does taste fake. He's doing it now. Just for the listener, he did say juice and not juice, so please do not write in. I'm pretty sure he did it.
I did it. She's empty.
He could have used camera tricks or some kind of mirror situation.
Just a little dingle in there. But yeah, she's dry. She's sucked dry. Whoa.
I can't shotgun anything. I
know you
refuse
can't.
to drink things fast.
I've tried to get you to shotgun things many times on this show, and you completely refuse every time. I need to wipe off my computer screen real quick.
It hurties my chest and my lungs and my belly and my neck because you gotta crank your neck back to get it good. And also, a younger man than I made fun of me when I was in my last chugging contest, and I refused to go through that trauma again.
Why'd they make fun of you? What happened?
Because I couldn't chug good.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah. Oh my God.
I was at a party with my wife and her wife's friends.
Oh.
And all the husbands and boyfriends were getting together, and there was a very bro-y man that was like, let's play drinking games.
What a cock.
And so, yeah, that was my night. And I got way too drunk and puked in the sink.
Well, you gave him just what he wanted, to see a more beta man than him humbled at his alpha feat like that.
Well, I did cough, and say I'm a beta.
You fumbled that, and he was like, classic beta move. Can't even say the word beta without stumbling over his tongue.
More like a zeta.
Yeah, more like an epsilon,
Well, that's higher than zeta.
Oh, God.
Is zeta a thing?
Yeah, it's a part of the Greek alphabet, I think. Is it an alphabet?
Yeah, Greeks.
Is that the alphabet? I know nothing about
Greek alphabet.
That's the Greek alphabet, yep.
Alpha, beta.
There you go. Kata, data. It's all there.
And the rest.
Yep. Hey, this week we're talking about episode 6, the Beverlys' new label. And boy, what a twisted web those Beverlys lead in this episode.
First off, there's no new label.
No.
Second of all, Well, I had to press pause a few times to make sure that this was called New Label, because there is nothing of the sort. It's a lie, baby.
I think that's kind of the point, is that it's always been a lie, baby.
Tell me the truth in the title.
Exactly. They should have called this one The Beverly's Big Lie.
Actually, yeah, that's a good title.
Not a bad title. What they should have called this one was How Jamie Lost Her Job, because any smart employee would have fired Jamie after this episode.
She definitely shouldn't be, taking care of children. That's for sure.
No, she's teaching them bad lessons, like how to lie to get your way. Oh, this guy doesn't want to listen to you. Well, then lie to him, and then he'll have to listen to you, I guess, somehow.
So the big lie is that there's a new label going after these kids, so Tommy Beverly has to start listening to their ideas instead of telling them they're crap and to go away.
I mean, I do love that these three girls come just bounding into Tommy Beverly's office with so much excitement, and they're just like, Mamma mia, we have so many ideas of Mr. Beverly. And he responds with, these are all garbage. Martin, get these kids out of here. And then he's just pressing sound effects on his phone that are just like fart noises and like, and, hilarious stuff like that.
Could I get a couple of more Martins?
Martin? Martin? That's not bad.
Did you get a response from Tommy Blaze about your audio clip that you sent him?
No, I posted an audio clip on Twitter of me doing my best Tommy Beverly Martin impression, and I don't even know if he listened to it. He certainly didn't like that tweet, so I think our days of being his best friend on Twitter are over.
It sucks when you put your all into something, and you make this artful gesture towards somebody who you love and respect.
Yeah.
And you get nothing back.
No, you don't even get like an acknowledgement. You don't even get a question mark. And it's just give us something, Thomas.
Yes, send us more question marks. We want to question our own selves.
Truly. Hey, what better way to, improve yourself than by questioning yourself?
Very much so. Martin. No, I don't have it.
Martin.
You got it.
Martin. It's like that. That's pretty good.
It is like that. It's just like that.
Yeah, just like that. This is our chance, taking a stance. Family forever, we're the Beverlys.
I haven't had this theme song in my head that much this week, and it's been a godsend.
Oh, then God provided.
Hot dog.
Hey, then Mr. Beverly took us in. I can't remember the next line. Every time I paid attention to it this time, because it's like, I know that's my blind spot. Took us in.
God provided.
Yeah. Yeah. Now we're all family, Dave. Got our back. All the classics.
Gabby is such a star. She is so much better than these other little freaks.
Yes, I agree. I looked her up on IMDb because I was like, this girl has it. Like when they talk about like an actor or someone who is successful in the entertainment industry, they have to have the it factor, the wow factor. And I think Gabby has it, even though she's like 10 years old. She's, like you said, she's great. She's probably the most captivating presence in this show, other than, of course, Tommy Beverly and Martin and Jamie. I guess that's it.
She's vibrant. She's fun. She's intelligent. She's basically like a, 7-year-old version of The Rock.
Yeah, she's got the dance moves of Donald Glover in the This Is America music video. She's got it all.
Well, one of her ideas at the beginning of this was just to do This Is America, but like a kid's version.
Yeah, she still wanted to shoot that guy in the head, but it was like, for fun. It was like a kid's version. Yeah. It was like a silly version of it. Yeah. Like it was like a puppet.
There's a fake gun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that as a kid's thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it's like the puppet's wearing a bag over its head. It's very intense. But the gun, the gun is heavy in her hand. She's a small child. It's hard to lift a gun that heavy.
Not for her, though. She's very strong. All that dancing?
Are you kidding me? All that distrust that she lives with constantly on a daily basis? Oh.
Yeah, she's very distrusting of people because somebody stole her shoes. And she has to solve the mystery.
Yeah, that's her story in this. Someone stole my shoes. Why, you lose stuff all the time, Gabby. In fact, last episode you had lost something. Like you lose something in every episode. And this episode you think someone stole it? That's bonkers.
Well, they keep trying to separate her because she's clearly the best and give her her own storyline. The biggest mystery to me is how did Jamie fit into a young child's sneaker?
I have that note as well. You have the same size foot as a 10-year-old, Jamie? A kid who hasn't gone through puberty yet? You've been through puberty, Jamie. Your feet logically should be bigger than that.
You're an almost 30-year-old assistant.
Yeah.
You have way bigger feet than Gabby.
You have Tourette's in real life, and you're telling me that your feet aren't bigger than a child's? I don't think so.
Like, they should have had a sight gag where they show both of their feet side by side, and then Gabby has, like, just a ridiculous clown foot or something.
This friggin' creep over here, just trying to get shots of Jamie's feet in the show. Show us your feet more, Jamie. That's what he kept texting me during this watch through. We don't see Jamie's feet enough in this episode.
I just think the sight of a little girl having a huge foot is very funny, and then comparing it to, Jamie.
Oh, you're saying like Gabby should have giant feet and Jamie has just her normal feet.
Yeah.
Oh, that is a good gag. Yeah. All right. I like that gag. We could write
maybe
that
like a Bigfoot or something.
Yeah, she's wearing literal clown shoes that honk when she walks. Yeah. And she goes, I'm filling these up.
Do you think Tommy Blaze has like kind of a weird 50s clown energy to him sometimes?
Like
all the time?
Like a Bozo the Clown type of thing?
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah. I used to have a book when I was a kid called Bimbo the Clown. That was his name, Bimbo. How about that?
What did he do? Like, what was his thing?
Actually, his story is very sad and tragic now that I remember it. It's like he's got a dog that he spills invisible ink on, and then the dog turns invisible, and then people are just like, wow, that invisible dog trick is really great. And he's just like, no, it's my real dog. Like, my dog is invisible. And I remember being so sad when I was a kid. It's just like, that dog's never coming back, man. You misplaced that dog once, it's gone forever. Oh.
Well, it's relatable, though. You understood exactly what was happening to that clown and really got his sadness. So that's very empathetic of you.
It's well written. It's a well-written story that really makes you feel for that clown. The tears of a clown when no one's around, you know?
Speaking of well-written, I just got to say, Animorphs the book series is an absolute gem. If you have a small child and they're getting into reading, force it upon them. Jam it down their throats.
If you're a man in his mid-30s and you're looking for a book series to sink your teeth or claws into, look no further than the Animorphs.
Yeah, if you just read Infinite Jest over 7 months last year and are completely tired with any work into reading, go to Animorphs, because it is an absolute treat.
How was Infinite Jest?
Oh, it was terrible. Well, it was good, but my read of it is that it's just a big FU to, society and the, pillars that we've built our lives around.
Right. Yeah, of course. It's some real, I don't know, man. I'm a little drunk now, I gotta say. I'm a little buzzed off that can, so I don't know.
Oh, that would destroy me. Yeah, I'd be a little drunk after that, too. When we had shots on Saturday, that hit me really hard for 5 minutes.
Should I have that shot? I still have one shot. Should I have that, too?
Well, do you want to get crunk tonight?
I don't know, man. We're 20 minutes into the episode. Is it worth me having a shot for the last 10 minutes? Probably not at this point.
It's definitely not. I think Tommy Blaze and Martin should drink more in these episodes.
Yeah, well, they're drinking as soon as the camera moves away from them, they're drinking a lot. Like that scene where they're both sitting in the living room and there's a knock on the door and Martin just doesn't get up. I go, oh, these two have been like tying it on all day.
Well, as soon as the camera shuts off or the audio gets done, you hear the of the can, and one of them says it's 5 o'clock somewhere.
Exactly. It takes me back to seeing Jackass 2 in theaters, and as soon as those house lights went down, everyone opened a beer in the cinema, and it was quite the experience.
Yeah, that's one of those life events that you'll never forget.
Exactly. It's like for these, like, to bring it back to the Beverlys for a second here, it's like for them seeing the Karate Kid for the first time and just how all the references just live within them, you know, wax on, wax off. That's the only reference. But all I could think watching that scene where they kept referencing the Karate Kid was, these girls wouldn't be saying wax on, wax off. They'd be saying jacket on and jacket off because they love the Jackie Chan version of the Karate Kid.
It's a shame that they went with jacket on, jacket off. Was nobody in the room with a head on their shoulders that day?
What do you
when
mean?
They were writing this?
Well, what do you mean? What's your problem with jacket on, jacket off?
Well, some knaves out there would refer to masturbatory pleasure as jacking off.
Wait a minute. Are you really coming on this show and acting like you didn't get that is 100% why they said jacket on, jacket off, because wax on, wax off was a joke forever, and they needed to come up with a new version of wax off, but they couldn't. The best they could come up with was jacket off.
Well, that's crazy.
But that's why it's there. That's the only reason why it's not wax on, wax off, is because they needed the new millennial version of it, and it's jacket off.
You said it so emphatically.
Well, I study the arts of Jaden Smith, so I know all about the best acting.
Well, isn't waxing off like some term for murder?
No, wax. He was whacking off. That's what it's trying to say.
No, I don't think so. I think it was just, like wax.
Listeners, are you kidding me right now? Listeners, write into the show at pureboyspod@gmail.com or tweet at us at pureboyspodcast, especially if you were involved in the making of Karate Kid or you're Jackie Chan or Jaden Smith. We would settle for any of those people tweeting at us.
Jackie Chan presents the Karate Kid. Wax on, wax off is normal. That's not a reference to jerking off whatsoever.
Crazy.
Now, jacking it is definitely.
Well, they don't say jacking it in the movie. Jackie Chan doesn't go like, and now I need you to jack it. And he goes, huh? What do you mean? Yeah.
Jack it off.
Take off your pants and jack it. What don't you understand? Put on my favorite album.
Do you hang up your coat at home on a hanger?
Yeah, we have a coat rack by our front door and a closet with hangers in it. I put my jacket on the coat rack because then it's convenient, and it drives my wife crazy.
Wait, so you putting your coat on the coat rack drives your wife crazy?
She wants it in the closet, and honestly, that's totally fine. It's convenient to just grab it off the coat rack. So,
yeah, I'm a Hook man.
Right?
Always will be.
Did your dad ever play Dr. Hook for you? Now we're just free associating at this point. Dr. Hook and the Medicine Show, Sylvia's mother, cover of the Rolling Stones, one of the greatest rock bands, my dad's favorite rock band.
No, never heard of it. Don't know music.
Man, you'd love Dr. Hook. They were great.
I wasn't introduced to music until the year of our Lord, 2005.
Wow, that's much later than I was expecting. You'd have graduated by that point.
Yeah, I would have graduated by that point for sure. Yeah, didn't really listen to music until then.
Okay, well, fair enough.
Well, the radio would come on and let's go surfing.
Shut it off.
Everybody's learning how. Come on a safari with me.
Mm-hmm.
I do that all the time. But to actually listen and get into my own music, definitely not until 2005.
Damn, and even then you started with Surf and Safari.
Yes, I went to the next one down the list on the Beach Boys hit list,
Of course, and it was Kokomo, and you're like, I love it. I wish this was a real place.
I think they're talking about cocaine.
It took me until an adult to realize that, like, I think it's Surf City is the song where they go like 2 girls for every one. And I was like, and as a kid, I didn't really understand that. Now I'm like, oh, they were like trying to have like, kinky trysts out there on the sand from the sounds of it. And the
thing about music at that time, it was very, very lame, very metaphorical, but they were really talking about kinky trysts.
Yeah, or being pedophiles. Either way,
Yes.
Yeah. They love that stuff. They love talking about young girls. Oh, you're 16, you're beautiful in your mind, sang 32-year-old Chuck Berry,
Gross, get out of here.
Hey, quit filming women while they pee in your restaurant. That kind of stuff.
Yeah, that kind of stuff. Oh, to be in New York.
Oh, to be Chuck Berry, you know? It might not have been Chuck Berry. I don't remember who. I think it was Chuck Berry.
Chuck
Prove me
Berry,
wrong.
yeah.
He's dead. Prove me wrong.
Prove you wrong about him being dead.
Sure.
Okay.
Go ahead. Good luck.
I'll give it a shot.
All right, what do you got? What's your case?
Nobody's ever proven to me that he's dead. So that's number one.
Well, Surf City, here we come.
People keep talking about it, but I don't have any proof in front of me.
Well, I don't have any proof that he's dead other than the thoughts in my head. And like I said, I just shotgunned vodka soda. I could say anything right now. I'm a loose cannon. I'm a danger to myself and others at the moment. Don't put me behind the wheel of a car.
I think we got to get into the rule. Rule
Sure.
number 6.
Listeners, just for the record, I don't drink like ever. So I have zero tolerance for booze. So anytime I drink on this show, know that it's like 4 drinks for you.
Yeah, but also listeners, don't listen to him. Clap back at him as much as you want and make fun of him for his mamby-pamby drinking abilities.
And listeners, if you think that a 10-year-old girl in 2019 would understand the references of Team Edward and Team Jacob, you'd be correct.
Who are those guys? Oh, yeah, from the Twilights.
Exactly, yeah.
There's also a very heavy Survivor reference in this episode.
They really hammer on that Survivor reference. Voted off the island. Are we back on the island? That drove me crazy throughout the episode because, like, you know what Twilight is. You know who the Lone Ranger is. But you've never heard of Survivor, the longest running reality show of all time? It's got like 40 seasons.
It's an in-between for these kids. They went right to the past. Popeye, all those jams.
Yeah. Betty Boop, they love that stuff. Richie Rich, that was their jam.
And then they stopped during the 90s and 2000s.
Of course.
And now they're in the present.
Now they're right back to where they were. Yeah.
They got Tommy Beverly to catch them up.
They got Tommy Beverly to write the scripts for them, and he loves Survivor references.
He definitely does, and he definitely loves not being in a scene with these kids.
Well, he loves sitting in every scene that he's in. Every scene with Tommy Blaze starts with him sitting somewhere, and then everyone else walking to where he is. And
that sounds great.
Yeah, I respect him for it. Good on you. You made the show. Why try?
Because a little peek behind the curtain for everyone.
Yeah.
They don't just like turn on these sets and then they do their stuff and then they're out. There's time put in, time between. And you got to get lighting correct and you got to see if Mr. Beverly's alive.
Yeah.
It takes time and effort for these shows.
I know we're going to get to the rule very quickly here.
No, we're not.
But so the plan is that they're going to get Jamie to dress like a man and pretend to be the head of this record label to trick Tommy Blaze into listening to the girls. And the way they do that is by making her look like Eugene Levy. And I was so happy. I got so excited because I thought maybe there's a chance that Eugene Levy is going to show up in this. Spoiler alert, he doesn't. But Jamie does a pretty decent job of pretending to look like Eugene Levy.
Yeah, it's a combination of Eugene Levy and It's Pat.
Yeah, and like a hint of Poirot. Hercules Poirot.
They get the worst wig, like paper mustache or something.
It's not a very good mustache, that's true, yeah.
And then just like a button shirt and slacks.
Yeah, she is wearing a very It's Pat like outfit for sure. I'll give you that. From the neck up, she's Eugene Levy with a mustache. From the neck down, she's It's Pat. What an insulting way to describe a woman.
And she is representing this other label that doesn't exist for the kids. And she's like, I don't know if this is gonna work, guys. And it's not.
I will say, though, Tommy Beverly's line of, it's a man dressed as my assistant Jamie is pretty funny. That got a chuckle out of me. That's not a bad line.
Martin saying, this might be entertaining if it wasn't so sad. That really rang true with my, watching of the show.
Martin is a fierce beast in this episode. He is clapbacking at everybody.
He's beasting. He's wilding out of control. He's done being a butler and more of comedic foil.
Well, he's certainly not doing any of his jobs as a butler. Like he's anything Martin is supposed to be doing as a butler, he has chosen to stop doing it because he drives a Ferrari now and he doesn't need to do these garbage jobs.
Yeah, he's probably got a couple of Ferraris. Wrap around one around a tree.
Oh yeah, Tommy Beverly buys you another one. He's got at least 3 cars that Gabby waxes off.
And on.
Yeah, of course. Rule number 6. If you have a problem with someone, just be honest and talk to the person accusing you. It's better than falsely accusing someone.
Very true. I always be honest unless you have to lie.
If you have a problem with someone, just be honest and talk to the person accusing you. What does that mean?
Oh, I think they got it backwards.
I think they did too. So do another take, right?
Nah.
Nah, forget it.
It almost sounds right. And, when people mess with Jesus, he always responded with love.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Making the heart with the hands. That's love, baby.
Yeah. I like to have the rest of the fingers up so it looks like a fire heart.
Nice. Like you're on Bret Michaels' Rock of Love bus or something like that.
Oh, yeah. Get on the bus and bust.
That's right. Pull over and let these ladies off on the side of the road.
Oh, that should have been illegal, too.
Well, that's fine. I love Tommy, love Martin. They're great in this episode. They bicker like an old married couple. I hope the last episode we find out that they're actually together, that they're a beautiful couple and they love each other very much.
Yeah, they could bang bus all the time. That would be a very good, fitting ending for this show.
Yeah.
And show that, we're all people of stars and stripes.
Oh, yeah. Like Jamie makes a pass at Martin and he goes like, oh, no, I'm in a relationship with Mr. Beverly.
Yeah, that's why I got the Ferrari.
Yeah.
Bada boom, credits.
And then from the other room, Martin! And then Martin has to scurry off. He's got chores
I'm ready!
to do. Tie me up, Martin!
That's fun.
That is fun, yeah. I bet Tommy Beverly's into that kind of stuff.
Could be, with Martin.
Oh,
he'll do anything for Martin.
That's the thing. The love that Tommy and Martin have runs deep. And it runs so deep it puts their butts to sleep.
Yes, thank you for saying butts.
Of course, I'm a clean Christian boy. I would never say anything like filthy or naughty.
Yeah, well, definitely.
Hey, did you
know how I feel?
How?
Princesses rule.
Hey, Martin rules.
That's how they should end the episode.
That's how the series should end, with Martin coming in and going, Martin rules.
Another disappointing episode with no music video. Thought we were gonna get one in like 6 or 7.
8. The last episode, we're gonna get one last performance from them. It's gonna be a big deal. Like they're gonna have some kind of thing that maybe we'll get to see them perform on Guess What, America Maybe Has Talent or whatever that show was called.
Queen Latifah or Eric Estrada will come by and do a dance with them or do maybe a duet.
Imagine if Queen Latifah showed up on this show playing herself and was like, Gabby, I'm your real mother. I'm here to bring you home.
I'm here to tell you I don't want you still.
You know how you went and found your dad in Compton? Well, guess what? I'm your mom. He didn't tell you that Queen Latifah was your mom?
Queen Latifah does have sex with a lot of randos in the hood and then has the babies and gives them up to group homes.
Yeah.
That's kind of her thing.
She banged Common in that basketball movie.
Well, who wouldn't?
She banged Eugene Levy in that. No, she banged Steve Martin in Bringing Down the House.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
Sorry.
Thank you.
I get Bringing Down the House and The Man mixed up all the time in my head.
Yeah, that's a good duo of a movie.
Yeah. Do you want
series, I think.
Can you do a Samuel L. Jackson impression saying, "Oh, you're the man now"?
No.
All right. Really thought you were going to go for it there.
Me too.
Last thing I noticed in this episode, did you see that one of the bloopers was from last episode?
No, I watched like 2 bloopers and then I gave up. I'm really done with these bloopers. I think our inroad with PureFlix might be doing their bloopers.
Doing better bloopers, finding the funnier cuts for the show.
Finding anything close to a blooper would be much better. Whoever's doing them for them now does not know what the point of these things are.
Yeah, they don't get what a blooper is. They just think like someone making a mistake is a blooper. Well, is it funny? It's a mistake. Well,
Is there a reaction to it? Does it not look sad as hell?
yeah. Do those girls not look like hit dogs when they flub a line? No?
Yeah.
Put it in the show.
It's basically always somebody flubbing a line and them going, ugh. Or somebody being like exhausted and like not wanting to do another take. And it's like, these are not bloopers. Nobody has shown bloopers like this ever.
You know who we never see bloopers of?
Tommy.
Martin. Not once. No bloopers from Martin. Bloopers from Jamie, constantly. That girl couldn't learn a line to save her life. Martin, consummate professional, and he is just crushing every take he has.
That's why I think the showrunners are doing this, because they really pick on Jamie with these bloopers. And there's got to be other actors making the same mistakes, but they always show her, and it's never a good idea.
Like, I'll go one further. It's never the men on the show. It's either Jamie or the girls. It's none of the men ever make mistakes on this show from the looks of it. They're consummate, perfect professionals.
Men rule.
The Beverlys. The Beverlys. There it goes.